do I have to do this?
We're live streaming this Gotham monthly photo shoot to lure Pig here. Now let's get that ass to clap, baby.
Sieve on my juicy caboosey.
Turn around and smolder. I said smolder! Gorgeous. Okay, now you've lost your job at the olive oil factory, and Mama tries to comfort you, pulling you into her ample bosom. There! Professor Pig!
Not cool, dude.
Now what kind of BS is this, bro? Like, who in the office actually thought they was cooking with this idea? On top of the fact that some higher up actually allowed this to be implemented into the script. I swear, Titans is one of the most frustrating shows to watch as a DC fan, let alone as a fan of Nightwing. Going through all 4 seasons of that series for pretty much 5 years weekly should be classified as an act of self-harm or torture, because mofos don't come out the same.
Don't fret.
We.
Aikido needs work. Your spacing's for shit.
Damn!
You're overrated, kid.
This right here fully convinced me that these writers just don't like Nightwing at all. Like, these people got to be hired straight from Dan DiDio himself, because I have never seen a comic book writer have a bigger hate boner for my boy Richard than this dude right here. Dick Grayson is obviously beloved by many fans due to justice being done to the character in specific adaptations or medias like Batman the Animated Series, his prominent role in Young Justice, the Teen Titans cartoon, and his current role in DC Comics continuity with him taking more of a leadership role. And with some of the good things we've gotten with the character, I'm gonna keep it a buck. We've gotten some of the most blasphemous, atrocious, mind-boggling, just downright idiotic creative decisions that have me believe half the time that these folk over at DC just don't like the character outright. And sadly, I'm gonna go over some of the most iconic moments across DC media in which Nightwing was unjustly done dirty by the people over at DC. The first thing I guarantee comes to your mind when you think Dick Grayson getting done dirty by the folks at DC is the Injustice universe, where the character dies in the stupidest way possible. So for the select few who don't know, in the Injustice prequel comics, it is shown to us that Damian Wayne Robin had some sort of disagreement with Dick Grayson, as he sided with Superman's more dictatorship persona and him more losing his morals, yada yada yada. We all know the Injustice story, so I really shouldn't have to explain this. Long story short, Damian's petty ass throws an escrima stick at Dick when he isn't looking, which results in him falling back, hitting his head on a rock, snapping his neck on impact, and killing him instantly.
Robin doesn't punch people after they go fetal. Not Robin, so shut up! Nightwing. Grayson, get up!
I don't need no gun. I beat the shit out one of these niggas, boy. Straight up. Niggas don't want to fight no more.
And some years later, leading up to the events of the actual Injustice Gods Among Us video game, this dude Damian gonna go ahead and give himself the Nightwing mantle, but Batman done already disowned him. Some might say should have done in the first place from the get-go.
This is Damian Wayne.
Wayne.
Oh!
But Superman's been more of a father than you ever were.
You stopped being my son when you killed Dick Grayson. He was my son. You're dead to me.
Don't forget how Zack Snyder made the deceased Robin in his universe freaking Dick Grayson instead of Jason Todd, killing any possibilities for a Nightwing solo project or proper Titans film to be established if his full version of the DC universe went into fruition. The DCAMU didn't do a horrible job when it came to the character, but I swear they done hoed this man in almost every single movie he made an appearance in. Bro either gets his arm broken or incapacitated in some way, shape, or form.
We.
Now you see something? You know you done fucked up, right?
You know what you did, Shane?
Oh! Oh my god! And did you see how they did my man's in Justice League Dark Apocalypse War? Bro straight up gets murked by one of the Parademons / Doomsday army, just like the rest of the Titans, with Damian making an attempt to revive him with the Lazarus Pit, only for him to come out crazy. And I know I said Batman the Animated Series / like the new Batman Adventures had a pretty decent Dick Grayson adaptation, which is true, but there is that one problem, specifically with Bruce Timm, in which he had this weird fixation on trying to make Barbara Gordon and Bruce Wayne like an item.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I remember there was this one comic trying to connect with like the Batman Beyond / animated series universe in which Bruce gets Barbara pregnant. What? Oh, don't worry. It gets better. This happened while Barbara was in a relationship with Dick. She has a miscarriage. Dick finds out about said affair, jumps on that man Bruce. Like, bro, what were y'all smoking when writing stuff like this? Golly. Harley Quinn. Okay, so this show is very comedic, so a lot of the characterizations of like the characters present in the show aren't really supposed to be taken seriously. So if it seems off, that's kind of the point, but I'm still including season 4 of the show regardless. Like 70 to 80% of the remarks about Dick Grayson in this show revolve around his fat bunda no homo and just the overall obsessive nature over it. Dog, there is literally a funeral in which he's presumed dead and his coffin got the left cheek, right cheek in full display. Like, damn, I am dumbfounded.
Yeah, listen. We fucked up.
In Batman Arkham Knight, there's a side mission centered around Batman and Nightwing trying to take down Penguin and his weapons caches around Gotham. At some point through progressing this said mission, Dick somehow gets captured by Penguin, so then you gotta save his stupid ass. And then during the final encounter with Penguin, bro sneaks up on Nightwing undetected like he a member of the League of Assassins or the Sneaking Nation from Hood Avatar, and pulls a gun on him before you do a takedown alongside Nightwing. Like, dog, how you gonna let this midget, hello governor, Mr. Egghead built goblin gang up on you like that? Like, come on, bro. And you know how I said Injustice included the stupidest Nightwing death? Yeah, this might take the cake, not gonna lie. So Titans has some of the most abysmal writing I've seen for a DC show, period. And in the 3rd season, Red Hood and Scarecrow are pretty much like the core antagonists. And while trying to confront this civilian who was like the biggest Red Hood glazer / meat writer of all time, he pulls a gun on Dick, and then Dick turns around, letting his guard down like an idiot when confronting Red Hood, just to be shot in the back of the neck.
I did it for you. Red Hood! Red Hood! Red Hood! Red Hood! Red Hood!
Are you stupid? Are you a stupid bitch?
And I'm supposed to believe in this continuity. Grayson was trained by Batman himself, but alright. And yeah, he literally dies right then and there while he gets jumped, but then gets revived by the Lazarus Pit. But I'm not gonna go any further into the stupidity of the Titan show. And it's funny because that ain't the only stupid death scene in the show either. Donna Troy, literally an Amazonian, and she dies by electrocution.
Hey, yeah. Cut the shit off, bro. I gotta cut the shit the fuck off. What is it? Bro, what is he doing?
At some point during like the rebirth-ish era of DC Comics, like, you know, before like Infinite Frontier and whatnot, there was a moment in time during Tom King's run on Batman where Batman is going after KG Beast and Nightwing gets shot in the head, therefore like he loses his memory, so he has no memory of the Batfamily or his time as Nightwing, so he dons the persona of Ric Grayson and he has like a buzz cut. And if you ask any comic Nightwing fan, they will say like this is one of, if not the worst era of like the Dick Grayson character in modern DC like main continuity. Like, this was such a weird decision on DC's part. Amnesia arcs for a lot of like mainline comic characters aren't really that interesting because you know they're gonna regain their memory at the end of the day, and like the stories themselves are just super lame and uninteresting, which is present in this right here. And then you find out that like the psychologist or whatever he was with to try to regain his amnesia actually worked for the Court of Owls, and she used some mystical crystal to prolong his amnesia. It's really weird. I can only imagine the pain and suffering of the rest of Nightwing fans throughout the years. Have been pretty good adaptations, especially like currently in DC Comics, they've been doing it pretty well. Time for a change, bro. Like, next time we see Nightwing in a live action or animated sense, bro, it better be the actual character done properly, done right. Because let's be for real, he's one of the GOATs of DC Comics lore, and bro does not deserve any of this.